Hello guys, welcome back to Hair System DIY. I'm your host Adam. Apologies in advance if I'm not my usual chirpy self today. We had a bit of bad news last week. Unfortunately, my mum's fiance very suddenly got very severely ill overnight and unfortunately passed away. Massive shock for the family. He was only 64 years old. So the last week I've been helping and supporting my mum, but obviously we're all completely devastated. But I really like making content for you guys, and it kind of acts as a bit of an escape for me to sort of take my mind off of things as well and to just basically help the community. So I'm going to carry on making content throughout this, but please do forgive me if I don't quite see myself. Anyway, let's talk about the video that we're going to be doing today. I want to talk with you about how you can actually get your best hair ever and share with you a few secrets that I've used to basically help transform your hair and make it last longer. So especially in the summer months, we tend to find that our hair can actually get quite a bit lighter, actually I wouldn't even consider the darker hair tones with this. I consider the lighter hair tones. So if you're sort of Caucasian, you've got lighter hair, then you might find that in the sunshine, your hair does tend to get a slightly sort of orange reddish tinge if you stay outside for a while for a number of days, and that's basically due to oxidation. And I'm going to go through with you a couple of things which can actually help prevent that, or at the very least slow that process down. Now the first thing that I'm going to share with you is really simple and really cheap. It's a hat. I tend to wear a baseball hat, but it doesn't have to be a baseball hat. It can be anything. It can be a flat cap, it can be a beanie, probably more suitable for winter. I actually do wear beanies in winter, especially when I'm not wearing my unit. Sometimes I sort of take a couple of days off here and there, let the old scalp breathe, and in that period I just wear a beanie, and it's quite nice. It keeps my head warm, it keeps that bald scalp warm, it keeps my ears warm. But in summer, caps are best. I just literally sort of get one of those ones whereby you can sort of adjust the back, you can see there, and I just wear that. You don't have to wear it all day as well. This is the great thing, but I wouldn't go a whole week, for instance, without basically wearing something that's going to protect my hair from the sun. What I will say is, if you're lucky enough in this respect to have black hair or really dark brown hair, you needn't worry about this so much. Those colour systems don't really tend to get bleached or oxidised by the sun. You might be wondering as well why it is effectively, it's a child's hat, but it's adult size, and it's for anyone will recognise this who used to have or used to be into Mario as a kid. This appears in Mario Kart and all of the whole Mario franchise. You will get the star in it. And I saw it on Amazon and I was like, I love Mario Kart, I love Mario games, it reminds me of being a kid again. But you can get whatever you want, it really doesn't matter, there's plenty of options out there. Now, another secret that I'm going to share with you to give you your sort of best hair is argan oil. Now, I'm not promoting this particular brand. Argan oil in and of itself is a really great product. The brand itself doesn't really matter. What I will say though is there's plenty of these available on Amazon or eBay or whatever, but you just want to make sure that you're getting pure argan oil. You don't want to get anything that's a little bit on the cheaper end of the scale, pardon me, that's likely to have a lot of additives in it and that kind of thing. Or preservatives, you don't really want that. Just try and get 100% argan oil. Now most of them tend to come in, I wish they came in a spray, but I suppose that the oil itself is too thick, it would clog up the spray. So yeah, I think that's why they tend to have it in this sort of dripper or dripper. I think it's called a dropper. Again, let me know in the comments below. I'm pretty sure it's a dropper. But yeah, you literally, I'm not going to do a demo for you now because I don't have a comb or a brush, but basically you literally just sort of, well, it's going to go in my hair anyway, so let's just do it. You just basically sort of drop it in your hair. You only need one sort of dropper, not even a dropper full, literally just that much, and just sort of put it across where your system is. let it sort of naturally drop in. And then you've sort of got two options. If you're wearing a lace, you'll probably feel it come through to the lace base. Don't worry about it. It doesn't dye it. It doesn't make the lace any sort of weaker or stodgy or sticky or anything like that. So you can brush it in, or you can just sort of mess it in with your fingers. I actually quite like messing it in. It depends on the sort of mood I'm in. But this stuff is really, really great in giving your hair that moisture that it needs. It doesn't sort of clump together, which is great. And I have noticed with some leave-in conditioners, they've got this sort of, I suppose, clumping quality whereby it causes the hairs to sort of stick together a little bit. Whereas this doesn't really do that. It's just really good at keeping your hair supple, moist, soft. Another thing I've noticed with argan oil, this might not hold any water, but it's just something that I've observed in my own life when wearing argan oil, is that my hair in the sun doesn't tend to oxidize as much when I'm wearing argan oil. I don't know if there's any truth to that, guys, but that's my experience so far. I could be proved wrong. Before I move on to my last secret, argan oil, it is a little bit more expensive than your bog standard leave-in conditioner, but it lasts way longer, number one, and number two, it's much, much better for the quality of your hair system. It's much better at moisturizing and that kind of thing. So it's really, really worth adding a little bit to your cost just to get that added investment. Now, the last secret I'm going to share with you is actually encouraging you to cut back on something. Now, I used to do a shampoo about twice a week in my early days. Huge error. It dries out the system. It can oxidize it a lot faster than it would generally oxidize. So I'm actually going to encourage you today, guys, to back off the shampoo a little bit. Not to stop it. Shampooing is really important, but maybe think about actually pulling back a little bit and maybe doing it once every 2 weeks. Now, you can still condition it in that time, a couple of times I'd say. You can still use leave-in conditioner or argan oil, as I use. But yeah, maybe just sort of cutting back a little bit to every 2 weeks, because this stuff can really dry out the system if you use it too much, especially in summer. Also, with the shampoo that you do use, it's important to get one that is colour protecting. I tend to use Tresemme. It's called Long Lasting Colour Vibrancy. So it's basically designed for sort of colour treated hair, which is what ours is. We wear hair systems. They've been industrially treated before they reach our heads. So that's really important to remember. You need to try and put something in your hair which is basically going to try and protect that colour as much as possible. This does a good job. Once every 2 weeks, you can't really go wrong. It's super cheap and it lasts ages. Remember, once every 2 weeks, you're going to be getting months out of this. Now, I'm offering a little bit of bonus content here for you guys that have stuck around to the end. It's basically another video of mine which goes a little bit deeper into this with another product that I use, which is a deep conditioner. It's named Relax Hair Wash Day, and it's a really great product for dry and damaged hair, and it will ensure you that you get the best hair possible. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Please do hit that subscribe button. We're getting quite a community here, and please do like the video if you did enjoy it. Check out my playlists as well. They're plentiful, and I'll see you super soon. Till next time, guys. Bye for now.